Hey y'all, it's TxStampin Sharon. Welcome to Stampin' Live with Sharon. It is Thursday evening, September the 15th, halfway through September. It is 7:00 p.m. Central, and I am just doing some double checking. Apparently I had the wrong camera going. Okay. We are going to be doing 4 fun folds tonight. And she is saying no volume. Okay, I have volume on my side, Dawn. Let me know if you can't hear me. I'm going to keep talking so that you can tell me. Let me know in the chat. Okay, Kim can hear me. Dawn, why don't you check your speakers on your device? Okay, Winone says she can hear me. Okay, I'm going to keep going. All right, we have 4 fun fold cards that we're going to make tonight. And I decided this was a class that I was supposed to do in August, had the cards all made, using some celebration stuff. So when I got sick and I couldn't do that class, I decided we're going to just change it all up. I'm going to make different cards, and I'm going to go with the whole Christmas theme because some of you guys are working on your holiday cards, working on the Christmas cards, might want to do some fun folds for some special cards. But these 3 of these cards are so super easy. You could make them for all your Christmas cards if you wanted to. One of them is a little bit trickier, but it's so fun. I told Margaret in the chat, it's the funnest card ever. It's the first time I had done it. And so I hope that you enjoy it as well. So we are going to, first of all, I want to say hello and to welcome my friend Michelle Batson. She is in the chat. She is my moderator. She helps me during these lives because I cannot multitask, work the equipment, make the cards, answer your questions. So she is there. If you have any questions, you can type the @ and start typing Michelle Batson's name. It'll pop up and you can ask her a question. Okay. I want to say hello to everyone who is joining me live, who is in the chat tonight. I did pop on early and say hello to you guys. I love it that you all are there. It's like a community. It's like, oh, okay, I'm just chilling with my friends, my stamping friends, and I just love it. So, all right, let's turn the cameras. Let's do a different camera view. I had ordered the Santa Express because I have 13 grandchildren, and I thought some of these cards, some of the Christmas cards, could be made with the stamp set and the designer series paper. So I decided to pull it out and start playing with it. And when I decided to pivot and change tonight's class because of the cards, because of the products that were no longer available, I went with this whole suite. I didn't use everything. I'm going to go through really quickly, and I'm going to show you what I did use out of this suite. Hello, Nancy. You are here with me on Thursday night. Let's see. Hi, Tamika. Welcome. Hello, Delina. First of all, before I go any further, and I forget because I will do that, today is September the 15th, and Stampin' Up! Is having a 15% off sale on stamp sets only. Just a stamp set, okay? Not a bundle, not a suite, not anything else. And it's not anything in this holiday catalog, this little mini catalog. It is only in our big annual catalog. Today is the only day, just the stamp sets. Hey, 15% is 15%. If you want to check it out, you can visit my website below. There is a link to my Stampin' Up! Website. Kate Wright said she got a bunch today. She placed her order. Yay. Too bad Kate Wright's not one of my customers. Kate Wright is my buddy, and I am happy that you saved some money, Kate. The next thing I want to tell y'all before I go any further, tomorrow, Friday, September the 16th, is the early bird registration for the Fall Creative 8 retreat. The retreat is October 13th and 14th. It is the evening of the 13th. It is all day on the 14th. If you have not been to a Creative 8 retreat, ask anyone in the chat, should you go? And they'll just tell you yes. So I'm just saying. It is put on by myself, Jackie Bullheis, Connie Stewart, and Brandy Cox. Okay. And if you register this weekend, you're going to get 4 fun folds. Oh my, which goes along with my fun fold class. 4 unique fun folds that we put together for you as a gift for registering early. Hello, Deborah Vanderberg. Okay, so I told you we're going to be talking about the Santa Express. I went ahead and got the Memories and More cards. Okay, there's 2 sizes. Whoops, come on. There is 2 sizes. This 3x4. Keep that measurement in your head. 3x4. Cute little cards that can be used to make a card. They do not have to be used for memory keeping only. Okay, so I have these, and then we have these, and this was kind of fun because there's even some little wood die cuts. I guess they're called die cuts. And there's even some little stickers and more stickers. Where are those things? Can't find it. There it is. There is some window sheets with some printing on it. Can y'all see that? So quite a few fun things in this. And these inspired me to make some of my cards. Just saying. Where do I want to put this? We'll put this over here. You can also get card bases in the Memories and More card kit. Card bases and envelopes, which are super fun. I mean, they're already colorful. When we're making Christmas cards, we're making a lot typically, anywhere from, 40, 50, 100. I've heard even more upwards as 200. So anything like this that can help you get those Christmas cards made, I'm all in, and then they have the cute little envelopes to go with it. Okay. All right. The stamp set, Santa's Delivery, super cute. Like I said, grandkids, but I only used the Merry Christmas out of the stamp set. I loved the paper. I'm going to pull out the full sheets here. I store my paper in these protector sheets because look at all those scraps I have, and I don't want to lose them. So the dies, whoops, I forgot to show you the dies. Hold on. The dies will cut out the little choo-choo train Santa. How cute is that? Okay. All right. So we have the dies and the stamp set and the paper. So the paper has a lot of straps and print, fa la 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 la, and the ho ho ho. Okay, I love that one. Oh, Mommy Rue says I'm using this bundle for my Christmas cards. Yay! Okay, now I really didn't have a chance to really play with this concept, but I keep seeing in my head cutting this into pieces and doing something on a card. Like putting it on another layer, but I didn't have a chance to play with it because it didn't go with my cards for tonight. But, interesting design on that pattern piece of paper. Now, I have a tutorial. If any of you remember my techniques that we did 10 months of techniques, and my techniques were all in were stored in the album from Stampin' Up. This is a little album from Stampin' Up. And I decided to format my tutorials to fit in here as well. Okay. So I have my techniques at the front. And then I have now started with my fun folds. Pretty fun, huh? The PDF, you can get it for free if you place a $50 order during the month of September on my Stampin' Up website below. Kate Wright says, yay, more to put in my album. Yes, ma'am. I got you, girlfriend. And then if you don't want to put these in the album, you can leave them at 8.5 by 11 and print them, put them in a 3-ring binder. Okay. But I know a lot of y'all loved the album idea because it's small and it just sits on your desk and you can just refer to it. And so I changed mine. I had techniques on the front. I changed it to card making reference guide because it's going to have techniques and fun folds. There you go. Okay. Now, if you want to print this off, if you're going to, so you can purchase the tutorials after the live tonight, or you can get them free with a $50 order. I will email these to you once I get your order confirmation. I did print, whoops, I didn't print it here. This is the last page of the document. If you don't want this on the front of your book, you don't have to print it. Okay. All right, let's get started. Let's see. Need to post on Facebook. Oh, it's Alina. Polly says I need to start an album for the techniques. Okay. I meant to put the link to all the techniques. I will put that below the video when I'm done, if I remember. Michelle, why don't you send me a text? Tell me to add the techniques link below the video. I do have the tutorial link below the video, but not the one to all my techniques that I did. There are 55 techniques that we did in 10 months. So there you go. Okay. So let's talk about the book just a bit and the way my tutorials are formatted. As you can see how mine are, the pages are all different. Okay. A lot of them are like this, my instructions, a picture of my project, and then the supplies that I used. Okay. Over here, you will see 4 blank pages, 4 blank squares. What happens? How can you use these up? Let me show you. I took and I put my picture of my card, my supplies, and my instructions are over here. Okay. Hello, Kimberly. We're glad you're here. Same here. Okay. Right here. All right. Margaret says it's too early for Christmas cards for her. She has to get through Halloween and Thanksgiving. I gotcha. I understand. But I know that so many of you guys, how many of you in the chat started your Christmas cards in January, July? I mean, some of you guys start like 2 years in advance. I'm just kidding. I don't know, but I know you guys do make a lot of them and that you start early. Okay, so that's how you use the book, the pages that you get. Now, when you buy the album on my website from Stampin' Up, you do have to buy the protector pages inside. If you're going to be doing more than one class, like this is Fun Fold Volume 1, if you're going to be doing more than one, I would grab a couple of these packs. Okay, so now we're going to go to the back. And my first card is called a Mirror Fun Fold. Okay, now you will see this right here. I will talk about that in just a minute after we make our card. Look at that. See, July, Dorothy started hers. Terry tries to make one every Mystery Monday. Look at her. So she has a big jump start. For this first card, we're going to need a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. I typically don't show 12 by 12, but you do need a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. I am using 12 by 12 basic white, and I will share with you why I chose white. Okay, so I'm going to move this over. Here is the card we're making. Look how stinking cute that is. See, Deborah has about 70 Christmas cards already made. All right, so we have a little belly band. This is called a mirror fun fold. Ta-da! So it mirrors this side, mirrors this side. Can y'all see it? Got the little fun fold going up. How cute is that? Okay. Now, once you make this card, you're going to be able to make them really quickly. It takes just, you have to hold your mouth right on two things, and then you're going to have it down. It's not hard. It's fun. Okay. This is my funnest card that I've made. This is the one I was talking about. Okay. All right. I did use the Stylish Shapes dies. Whoops. And I used the large circle. I know a lot of you always ask me, what does that, what did you use? What did you make? And so I do have some tools. I have my pencil and my ruler. I have my pieces all cut out, and I have my basic white that I have cut for the card. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some scoring. Now, basic white regular cardstock is thinner than the thick. When you're using the styluses, I like to use the fatter ball so that I don't tear my cardstock. I don't tear, if I was scoring designer series paper, I don't tear the designer series paper, okay? Okay, so I'm doing my scoring. Now, I'm going to walk you through what I just did. I scored at 4 inches and I scored at 8 inches. My card, my piece is 12 inches and it is 5.5. Okay. I have not seen Renee this evening either. Oh, good. Linda likes my card. Yay. All right. I'm going to put that right there, and I'm going to keep my stylus, and I'm going to grab my paper piercing mat. If this piece of paper was smaller, we would be able to use our paper trimmer for this next part, but it's not. Okay, so we're going to take our pencil, and I know that it's hard to see the score lines on the camera, but I'm going to put my ruler right on the score line, and I'm putting a mark at the 2 inch. Okay, there's a 2 inch. I'm going to make a big circle. Let's see if I can come in just a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, that's probably too much. Too much. Back it up. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to do it again. On the score line, I'm going to do 2 inches. Okay, y'all see my big dots? Okay. All right. So now I'm going to put our pencil down. We're going to get our stylus, and we're going to connect dots and corners. I'm going to connect this dot to this corner right here. Yay, Deanna. I'm glad you like this. It is super fun. It is super fun. Now, granted, for Christmas cards, whoops, and I just poked a hole. Y'all see that? See how easy it is to poke a hole? What should we do? I think we need to get another piece, because our card won't be right if I don't do it right. So, y'all saw how easy it is to tear, and I was using the fatter ball. Okay, we're just going to use this, and we're going to score. And score. Y'all saw how I did it on the Simply Scored. But we're trying to get to the spot where we had a challenge. Okay. Do this again. 2 inches. Whoa, these are harder to see. Hold on. I'm going to give that a good crease. There we go. Okay, now we can see it. All right. Yeah, you can use your bone folder in the tray on the paper trimmer. All right, we're going to flip it over and do the same thing right there. Whoops. Right there. Look at me. I put a piece of designer series paper around my eraser. Okay. All right. Let's do this one more time. We are connecting the dot carefully to the corner. Okay. And then, so we're going from this corner to the dot, and now we're going to go from this dot to this corner. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's easy to poke through this paper. Okay, now we're going to turn it around and we're going to do the same thing. Oops. Make sure I did that right. My ruler moved. So I'm just doing very light scoring several times. Okay, so now we want to erase our pencil marks. Looks like that got some pencil up there. Okay. All right. Are y'all ready for the magic? Okay. So it kind of, remember how I said it kind of takes holding your mouth just right on a couple of these. And because I didn't score, okay, hold on. We got to do a little bit more scoring. It's almost like the Three Bears. It has to be just right. Okay. So now we're going to manipulate this V shape. I'll pull this up here so y'all can see it. See how I'm folding and folding, and I'm just working it with my hands. Y'all see that? See how it's starting to form that V? Okay. All right. Now I want this fold. We could get our card back in. So see our V. Whoops. Okay. So we want this fold to do this. And then we want it to just kind of do this and get it going in this direction. And then we're going to do the opposite. We want this one to come in. So I'm really just trying to fold on that score line right now and get this to come in. And so if you just work with the triangles, let's do some creasing. So we're just working with the triangles. And I don't worry at first. I mean, did I get it right? Did I get it right? You just want to start playing, okay? If you do one out and one in, one out and one in, it will work. Okay, what do y'all think? That's it. Okay. Now, I have some pieces of designer series papers that we're going to use to decorate. It's not hard, Margaret, I promise. But if y'all can tell, this is an odd panel. This is an odd panel. This is an odd panel. What sizes are those? Okay. So in the tutorial, I have this little picture, this little template that y'all can use. Now, I opted not to make a panel for my card tonight. That's why I went with basic white. This was a little bit trickier, and it was hard. This part's hard, this part's not. So I just left the hard part off. Just saying. I know that there's been some other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators that have made this card, and hats off to them that they could get that middle part to work. It just was needs to come up with a score that helps you score at an angle. You know, we used to have one. We used to have one. Okay, so first, before I get my trimmer, they took it away. They had sideways. What do you call it? Yeah, sideways that you could score, which would have worked for what I was trying to do. All right, so I have 2 pieces of designer series paper, and I'm going to be using my ruler, and I'm going to be measuring up, and I'm going to show you basically on this one, I'm going to go 3 1/4. Now I'm using a Sharpie because this is very dark paper. Okay. And we are going to take this one to the trimmer. And this is my piece here. Okay. Nope. Yep. It's this piece. I'm going to do it the other way. Yeah, I was thinking that looked too big. Okay, so we're going down with that. And so basically I went down 3 1/4, and then I'm going to take my dot. I don't know if y'all can see it. And then I have my other corner in the trough, my dot in the trough. And we're going to cut. And it fits. Hallelujah. So on this one, I measured on the left. On this one, I'm going to measure on the right. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come down 3 1/4. And we're going to cut. Dot in the trough, corner in the trough. I'm so glad you love my giggle, Margaret. Y'all, I woke up with allergies today. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. That is just not going to happen. Okay, so we've got our 2 pieces. No, Ashley, I am still making the card. I have 2 pieces that are exactly the same, and this is going to be for this part right here. When you're making this card, I highly recommend that you do non-directional paper, because otherwise you're going to be frustrated. We don't want frustration. So we're going to take, and I'm going to do the visual for y'all. Y'all see this? I have 1 piece going this way and 1 piece going this way. Let's see. That should work. I'm going to see if it's all lined up. I wanted to do the visual for you because you need the opposite. You need to turn it the opposite way to get your pieces. Okay. Now we're going to grab our adhesive. Ashley, the present paper is called Santa Express. You can find it on my website. Delivery. What is it called? Delivery. Where's my paper? The paper is called Santa Express. Yep, Santa Express. And it has all these different patterns in there. And the present paper is in there. Okay, so we're going to assemble our card. I'm just going to kind of flatten it out a little bit. Uh-oh, that one's not at a bad angle. Uh-oh, what did I do? I probably did 3.5. I was probably, see, this is why I shouldn't talk. I shouldn't answer. I won't look at the chat, Michelle, I promise. Okay, so now we're going to take these pieces and we're going to put them up here. Okay, so that one fits there. I lost my people. What happened? Oh, my screen changed. Okay, I'm looking at the other computer and y'all are still with me, so I'm going to keep going. That's so strange. My whole screen just changed. Oh, I know what happened. Somebody said you should not be chatting, so we're going to take the chat box away from you, Sharon. All right, so we're just adding these pieces like this. And I bet you anything, if y'all can see, there's too much of a gap right here. I did 3.5 down instead of 3.25. This one was perfect. So just follow my measurements in the, follow my instructions in the tutorial. All right. So then this we're going to put right here. I can't see the chat anymore, guys. So just so you know, I'm not ignoring you. But it went away on my screen. Okay, where did that one go? And then this one's going to go right here. Super cute. Super cute. To make our belly band, I like to place this down on the table. And then I like to lay my card there, and I like to just form the belly band around the card, okay? It allows me to keep my seam on the front, not on the back. And when I do it this way, instead of trying to measure it, it slides on and off a lot easier. So that's how I prefer to do it. Okay, so I'm going to get some tear and tape, because we want this thing to stick together. Michelle, I promise I will try to figure out. I'm just going to try something really quick. Okay, there it is. I do see the chat again if y'all have a question. If y'all have a question that I need to answer. Yeah, do as I say, don't do as I did. That's right, Sandy. All right, so I'm going to add this piece right here. I'm going to take my bone folder, do a little burnishing. And then we're going to remove the backing. Okay, and then we're going to line this up like that. Then I have my circle that I've already cut out using the stylish shapes. I have my little Santa waving at us. Don't let me forget to stamp on the inside, because I want to talk to you about stamping at an angle like that. And I want y'all to vote. I want you to tell me which way do you think I should do it? Because I guessed how to do it, how I wanted it. Okay, so I am going to just put a piece of tear and tape right across the middle of this. This is a good strong adhesive, and I know it won't pop off with us moving that belly band off and on. Super cute, right? Okay, so we're going to slide this off. We're going to open this up, and now we're going to stamp right here. So when I say, I want y'all to vote, do I stamp at an angle or do I stamp this way? What do you think? Let me see. I'm going to get my stamp and my ink ready, and you guys vote in the chat. Which way should I stamp? Okay, I see angle. I see angle, angle. Okay, we're going to stamp at an angle. And we're going to see what it looks like. And then I'm going to show you how and then see, I did it here straight. So we'll see. We'll compare the two. Angle, straight. They're both cute. But it was kind of a puzzle. I was like, I don't know. Which way do I stamp? There you go. So you can do it either way. It's fine. Okay. So that is our Mirror Fun Fold card. And I hope that I didn't make it look hard. I hope I made it look easy, because it really is easy. It's just give yourself grace when you are folding on those triangles. As long as you keep it in your head, I want a triangle. I need triangles, triangles. Okay, you're working the triangles on the fold. Okay. Now, I told y'all that I had this piece of paper sticking out because I have written the instructions and I've given you my supplies, but I wanted you to have this piece right here and this, how it looks, how it's supposed to look with the down and the up. Okay. So I'm telling you to fold this and put it behind your directions so that you can refer to it as you're crafting. Okay. All right. What's our next one? Oh boy. Our gift card holder, our Z Fold gift card holder. Okay. This is the only card that I did not remake when I was remaking my cards for tonight's class, because this was my card that I'd already made. It's a gift card holder. So it's a Z Fold. Okay. You know, a lot of y'all have probably done this fold or some of my other folds, but the whole concept, remember, is that we want a reference book, okay, our reference guide. And so having them all here will help you refer to them and remember them. Okay, so I have 2 pieces of designer series paper that are cut and 2 pieces of Poppy Parade. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then this is 4 inches by 5 1/4, 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay. I chose to decorate my card with the Memories and More cards. How fast is this card going to be? Let me show you. So we're just going to line that up. Fun folds are standard A2 cards. Yes, Michelle, which means that they will fit in the A2 envelopes. Great question. Glad I saw that. Yes. So we just added our designer series paper to both pieces of our Poppy Parade. And then this piece, remember I told y'all it was 3 inches by 4 inches. If you don't have the Memories and More, if you are not making Christmas cards, in my instructions, I tell you 3 by 4 piece of cardstock, decorated however you want, that kind of thing. So, oh, the little Santa, we could have done him. That would have been cute. All right, so we're just going to put that on one of them. And then we're going to set all this aside for just a hot minute. Yay, Snowy Mom. I'm glad I made it look easy. I wanted to make it look easy. So this is the Z fold part of my card. And I, you know, I think, let me get you the card. It really doesn't matter how wide. You could have this even skinnier if you want, but I wanted it big enough for that 3x4 card to go on it, so it would hold my gift card. Okay. And that's just held on with glue dots, you know, the good old glue dots that Stampin' Up sells. And so we're going to use our arm. I'm going to open this up. And yes, I use the paper trimmer upside down all the time. All the time. It's so that y'all can see this right here. I don't know. I'm going to move that cutting blade way out of my way. And I want to score at 4.5. And I'm going to get my bone folder. I'm going to better crease than that. And then I'm going to score at 9. 9. Whoops, right here. Oh, Patricia, you use yours upside down too? Yay, I'm not the only one. Oh, Sandy uses it too. Okay. I am so glad that I am not the only one that does that. Thank you, Jan. It's so good to be back. You know, I was gone for almost 2 months. That's terrible. So now we're just going to grab our bone folder and we're going to give some good creases on our cardstock. And we are folding back and forth to form a Z. Okay. Betty says, I never thought of it being upside down. It's just how she uses hers too. See? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've just always done it that way. Okay. So I'm giving you the visual here. We've already decorated our top, right? The front. So now we want this piece. So this helps you when you're putting your card together. We need the bigger piece inside. Okay. So we're going to add some adhesive to the bigger panel. And I'm putting a lot of adhesive on there because this is a moving kind of card. Okay, we're going to put this about right here. And then I have my Z. Okay, y'all see that? Right, Kate? Everybody else is just using it wrong. We're using it the right way. Girlfriend, you know, you got it. I am putting adhesive on that little smaller panel. And then I'm just going to take this card and I've got my fingers underneath here so that it doesn't stick yet until I'm ready. Lining up the top. Press that down. Ta-da! We're done. Okay, last thing we're going to do is we're going to stick. And see, on these little cards, they're two-sided. Okay, we can use them either way. That print, this did not go with my card idea, so we're not using it this way this time. And then I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put it right here. And then I will be ready with 2 more Christmas cards used as gift card holders. There you go. Super fast, right? Okay. What's next? Uh-oh, did I forget one? I did miss one. I was like, I'm already to the end. We forgot our double flap fun fold. Some of these folds, I don't know who makes up the names. And on one of them, I'm like, I have never even heard the name, so we're just going to go with it. Here is my card that we're going to make. Super easy, okay? We're going with all easy now after we did that mirror fun fold. We are going to get our Simply Scored again. And we're going to do some scoring. So I have 2 pieces of Poppy Parade. One of them is an odd shape. It is 7 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to score that at 4 1/4. This piece right here is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to score that at 1 inch. Whoops, 1 inch. I know now how I keep losing the chat. I keep moving my book, and it's on my keyboard of my computer. I'm pushing buttons. Let's see. Do I need this? Nope, don't need that anymore. Okay. We love to give our cardstock some burnishing. I'm going to do this. We're going to do the big one. Get it all ready for the next steps. Okay. So I have some designer series paper that I've already cut. And we're going to just add that to this panel. Whoops. Here. And then I have a piece of basic white. We want to put some adhesive right here on this 1 inch flap. Okay. And I prefer to do it this way. You know, adhesive can stick wrong, you know, where we don't want it to. So I am placing my basic white down on my bigger panel, and I'm just going to close this like a book. Okay. And we're going to rub it like that. So then that way it's on straight, and I didn't have it get too sticky too soon. Okay. Like it didn't hit the adhesive. So now we're going to add this into here. And whoops. We're going to put this right here. I'm going to move this book just in case I'm missing something. Are y'all talking about me? A button pushing book. That's what it did. It pushed that button. I don't know what button it pushed, but it moved my screen. And I was like, well, my screen was bigger, but I lost the chat. So, okay. All right. So we've got this going on so far. And then I was pleasantly surprised to realize, because I have made this card before, that this little 3x4 card fit on here perfectly. Again, if you don't have a Memories and More, if you don't want to purchase those, you can use a piece of cardstock, designer series paper, whatever you want. It could be the same paper as this, okay? But I just thought this was super cute, something different. So we're going to add some adhesive. And there we go. And then we've got a stamp on the inside. And I stamped that one in Poppy Parade. I'll have to get my cheap washer and dryer out because I got to clean my ink, clean the ink off my stamp. Y'all can hear my Harley boy out there barking. Drives me crazy when my dog just barks at the neighbors. Does y'all's dogs do that? Drives me nuts. Okay, so we're using Poppy Parade. Kathy says, just moved my chair and rolled over some bubble wrap. I thought someone was shooting me. Oh, Kathy. Oh, my gosh. That's too funny. Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, my gosh. That is so funny. Okay. We're just going to stamp straight down. I always like to leave that stamp on for just a second so that all the ink has a chance to get onto the cardstock. And you know what? I'm just going to clean that while we're here because we might need it again. Terry says I keep looking at my dogs. Yeah. Oh. And he's right by my window. Can he? We're on 3/4 of an acre. Could he not bark someplace else? Oh gosh, you guys are funny in the chat. Okay, so now here's 2 more cards. Super simple, right? Okay, what is next? So our next one is our landscape front flap fold. This was the excuse me, this is the one I just made up the name. I didn't know what it was called. It's cute. I love it, but I don't know what it's called. And don't let me forget to show y'all the other cards that I was going to do. Mary Yates had a Harley. Well, I told my husband the only way he could have a Harley is to get a dog and name it Harley. No motorcycles. Okay, so where's my card? Here we go. Mary and Brat, Merry Christmas. Super cute. I was trying to use up some of the other papers in here. Jan says her dog barks at his own reflection. My little puppy, Pippi Longstocking, has decided that she likes to bark at everything. She barks at the broom. She barks at the trash can. She barks at the trash bag going into the trash can. Okay, so on this one, I just want to double check my measurements. Scored at, okay, so we're going to score this at 2 3/4 and 8 1/4. Okay, here's a tip for y'all. Some of y'all have seen me do this, but I'm going to share it with you. You know how when you use dark cardstock and you, hello, Wendy, we're so glad you're joining us. You use dark cardstock and you go to burnish it and you see that shiny. We don't like shiny. Put a piece of paper over it, a piece of scrap paper, and then rub it with the bone folder. No shiny. All the shiny gone. Yay. The PDFs will be available at 8 p.m. Central. Oh, we're getting almost there. On my website, you will find the tutorial link store underneath the video, but they're not there yet. They will be available for purchase, or you can get them for free if you place a $50 order on my website, which is also below the video. Where is this? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we have 4 pieces of designer series paper cut. Now, I thought it would be fun for the video, maybe to turn this around. Oh, nope, that won't work because my layers won't work. Okay, this way we're going. But just remember, there's 2 sides, so you could switch it and make this card look 2 different ways. Okay, we are going to just, whoops, add the trees on the right way. I love this paper, and let's see if I can point this out. Some of it was more mint macaron, and then some of it was more, some of it was more mint, and then some of it went more into the darker shades. So it all came from the same strip, but it got lighter or got darker as it went down the page. I just thought that was interesting. This is called a gatefold card, but landscape fold sounds good too. Thank you, Sherry. You know, I have a gatefold card in my head that we're going to be making on another volume. And so I didn't want to have 2 gatefolds. So some of my names might be just made up fun fold names. But when you have the PDF and you have the pictures, you're going to go, oh yeah, that's what that crazy Sharon called those. Okay, so we're just going to add our paper on the inside. Which paper is that? This is all still the Santa Express paper. See how many? I mean, I'm going to put all my cards out and they all look unique and different, but they all came from the same paper pack. Kind of crazy, huh? Okay, I like to stamp first before I stick this down. And I'm going to get my Evening Evergreen again. Yay, I'm glad y'all like my made up name. And we're just going to stamp. There's no questions this time. There's no test. We're just going to stamp straight. No angle. No angling. You know, stamping first before I put it in ensures that if I did mess up or whatever, Stampin' Up cardstock has two sides. You can flip that over and stamp on the other side. Okay, here we go. There we go. I'm not rubbing across that yet. It might be still a little bit damp and we don't want to smear it. Okay, now let's talk about decorating. Can y'all tell? Yeah, there we go in the light. This is a window sheet. Remember how in the beginning, I showed y'all the window sheets that had printing on them? Well, there was only one Marion Bright, and I thought there was multiples. So we're going to play with ho, ho, ho. I'm like, okay. We're going to do the same thing. It's the same concept. And I'm going to take the evening evergreen that I have cut. Wow, that is right on the money. I didn't even think that was going to be the same size, but it is. And so then we're going to cut this off right here. Kathy Kelly says, I have liked and shared this live to Facebook. Kathy, thank you. I appreciate you. I love teaching and sharing and helping you guys and inspiring you. I've been doing this for 25 years. And I've been a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I used to do in-person classes all the time. My husband's moved me out to Arizona and I didn't know anybody. So I went on YouTube. I was like, I'll just teach classes to my friends in Texas. And then I was out there for 6 years and then finally got to come back to Texas. Funny, right when COVID hit. So there was no in-person classes for me. Stamped window sheets in the bundle. The stamped window sheets are in the Memories and More. Hold on, let me grab them. This is the Memories and More card kit, Memories and More cards. You get the 3x4s that I've been using. And then here is the printed, see if you can see it. There we go. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I wanted to use this so bad, but it wouldn't fit on my card. But yes, that is the Memories and More cards. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. We're going to put a little bit of glue, liquid glue. And then we're going to take our sponge and we're just going to rub that off a little bit. We're going to decide. That looks like oh. We want it ho-ho. We want it this way. Okay, and we're just going to tap, 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 tap. Just kind of brushing that off so that we don't see our adhesive through the window sheet. Now, it's helpful that the ho-ho-ho is a lot of words going on. We're going to do this just in case. And then we're going to stick this down. And there you go. Ho, ho, ho. Okay. Judy Frank says, oh, great. Now I have to order the Memories and More. Okay, so I got off just a little bit. I don't think I can. When you only put that little bit amount of glue on, you don't have the luxury of sliding that. Okay, so I'm going to trim that off just a tad. It's all good. All right, so now we're going to, and I don't know if you want to do something else on here, but my whole thing was to teach you how to add the window sheet. Okay, so now we need to add some adhesive only to the left side of the card. So I'm going to hold my fingers right here, and I know that I need to add adhesive over here. Okay. So I'm going to show y'all all my cards that I made tonight on the live, and then I'm going to show you the cards that I made for the August class. Okay. So there's the two that we just did. Here is these two. We need to work on that a little bit. And then we have these two, our Mirror Fun. And then we have these two. And this is the only card that I had designed for the August class that I didn't have to redo. Okay. So let me show you the cards that I was going to teach you in August. Still a very beautiful card. This is all current. You could still get this designer series paper. And I put it all up. I should have kept it all out. It was the pumpkin. You're such a blessing. Sweet card. Okay. And then, hooray! Look at this paper. Look at that. I just loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, how fun is this? Okay. I am going to be posting all these. I'm going to share these in my newsletter and also over on Facebook. Here is the one that I did that was using the celebration. For those of you who got the Wonderful, Wonderful World. Ta-da. So pretty. I love this card. I loved the colors. And I was so sad that I was sick and I couldn't show you this card last month. But I thought, you know what? Some of you guys got this for free during celebration. I'm just going to share it. So there you go, my friends. That is it. If you are new to my channel and you enjoyed tonight's information, I would be honored if you would subscribe below and then ring that notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video or I go live like this here on YouTube. So, hello, Ro. I'm glad you're here. If you are just tuning in, you can go back and watch and see all of the cards that I made tonight. This is my Fun Fold series, volume number 1. I will be doing more of these, hopefully around the second Thursday of every month, depending on holidays, travel, things like that. And so on my blog right now, those tutorials should be available for sale. Tomorrow morning is early bird registration for the Creative 8 Fall Retreat. You don't want to miss that. So okay, I am looking to make sure in my live that nobody had any questions. I'm just seeing, thank you, Sharon. Love the cards. Love, love, love. Nice, nice, nice. Michelle just put in the host code for September. I have a very generous thank you program for anyone who orders from my website. I like to let you do a little shopping spree on me when you have earned enough points. So if you want to know more information, I highly recommend that you go below the video, sign up for my newsletter, and then that way you get notified of sales that are going on, like today's sale with Stampin' Up. So have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch me. I appreciate you guys. Bye.